Hi, this is your host, and today we are going to talk about the 5 common mistakes in personal finance that you must avoid now. Now, most people think that they will become financially free by saving money, so they start putting money into a savings account. The problem with that approach is that inflation erodes the value of your money over time. So if you have $1,000 today, 10 years from now, that $1,000 will only be worth $683. The right approach to becoming financially free is to invest your money so it can grow faster than inflation. Here are 5 common mistakes you must avoid to build wealth. No, 1, not investing. According to a recent survey, nearly 40% of Americans don't invest their money. They either keep it in their bank account or under their mattress. If you're one of them, you're making a huge mistake. It is no surprise that investing is one of the most effective ways to grow your wealth. But many people just don't know where to start. Others have tried to invest in the stock market before and lost money. So they vowed never to invest again. If you're not investing, you're letting inflation slowly erode your wealth. If you invest in stocks, real estate, or other assets that appreciate in value, you can grow your wealth faster than inflation. Number 2, paying full price. We are all guilty of paying full price from time to time. Maybe you didn't have the money for a new pair of shoes, but you bought them anyway because they were on sale. Or perhaps you bought an expensive coat even though you knew you couldn't afford it. Paying full price may feel good at the time, but it will catch up with you eventually. Sales tax is essentially a penalty for not planning ahead. It is a fee for not having enough money to pay for something up front. Sales tax is a sneaky way for the government to get more of your money, and it is a burden that only gets heavier as time goes on. Instead of paying full price, make a plan and save up for what you want. It may take some time, but it will be worth it in the end. No. 3, living paycheck to paycheck. Living paycheck to paycheck means that you are spending all of your income and have very little, if anything, left over at the end of the month. This is not a good place to be financially. If you are living paycheck to paycheck, you are one emergency away from disaster. If your car breaks down or you need to replace an appliance, you will be scrambling to come up with the money. And if you lose your job, you will be in serious trouble. The best way to avoid living paycheck to paycheck is to create a budget and stick to it. Track your expenses and cut back on unnecessary spending. Then start saving a portion of your income each month. Even if you can only save a small amount, it will add up over time. And remember, this is your money. It is not the government's money. You earned it. So don't let them take it from you through taxes. Number 4, not having an emergency fund. One of the biggest financial mistakes you can make is not having an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a safety net of money that you set aside for unexpected expenses. It should have enough money to cover your living expenses for 3 to 6 months. If something unexpected happens, like you lose your job or your car breaks down, you can use the money in your emergency fund to take care of the situation without going into debt. Most people don't have an emergency fund because they don't know how to get started. If you're in this group, start by setting aside a small amount of money each month. Even $50 a month will eventually add up to a sizable emergency fund. Having an emergency fund will give you peace of mind knowing that you will be able to take care of yourself and your family if something unexpected happens. No. 5, going into debt. Borrowing money is one of the fastest ways to destroy your finances. When you borrow money, you are essentially agreeing to pay back more money than you borrowed. This extra money is called interest. Interest is how lenders make money. It's what they charge you for the privilege of borrowing money. The problem with debt is that it can quickly spiral out of control. If you're not careful, you can find yourself owing more money than you can ever hope to repay. There are 2 types of debt, good debt and bad debt. Good debt is debt that you use to buy assets that will appreciate in value. For example, a mortgage is a good debt because the home you buy with it will hopefully appreciate in value. Bad debt is debt that you use to buy things that don't appreciate in value. For example, a payday loan is a bad debt because you're not buying anything that will appreciate in value. You're simply borrowing money to pay for a temporary need. Avoid bad debt like the plague. If you need to borrow money, Use it to buy assets that will appreciate in value. And always remember to pay back the loan as soon as possible. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please subscribe and turn on notifications. I will make sure to keep you updated with my next video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.